Right, buddy, this is the press conference reaction where we're talking about what Ruben Amorim said ahead of the Wolves game on Boxing Day. A very interesting press conference. Again, he talked about the team news. What was his thoughts on the current team, about Marcus Rashford, short-term games, the Marcus Rashford situation again, and much, much more. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new. So let's get straight into it. He started off by talking about the Wolves manager. It's Vitor Pereira. It's someone he has worked with before. What do you know about him? He said he coached 2 titles in Portugal. He won 2 titles. He did a great job at Porto, so I know he's a very good coach. He's prepared for the game. He will understand our moment. He's also in a difficult moment, but he knows big clubs, so he understands that for us, it's really hard this moment. We will try to take advantage, but we are prepared for the game. He said, I know it's not the main talking point directly after the game against Bournemouth, but there were a lot to talk about before the game about the Marcus Rashford being omitted from the squad. What is the situation with Marcus, and have you spoke to him about the interview he did? He said, normal situation. When I feel that is the right moment, I will change something. Until then, I will continue to think what is best for the team. Have you spoken to Marcus about the interview? He said, I speak with him every day, not about the interview, about the performance. Listen, it's looking like Amorim really wants to get this Rashford situation over with. It's looking like Rashford said that he wants to leave. Amorim kind of took that on board and just chose to leave him out of the squad. I mean, that's better for the team. Then he was asked about the short-term project and looking long-term as well. He said you rotated the players because of their physicality and fitness and wanted to keep them fresh, but you also said it's a really tough moment to lose at home and the fan sentiment. Can you afford to rotate players? He said no, but in this moment it's not rotation. To see the players and prepare for the future, it's simple not to have injury. He said Delay is sick. Maguire did 90 minutes against City and cannot play 3 days because in 3 months he only did 90 minutes one time against City. So we have to rotate him during the week, and today he is playing. Kobe Mainoo played, he returned from injury, so I think if he's ready to cope with both games, so sometimes I have to play 2 games at the same moment. Holland played 2 games, the third game, and we need a fresh legs. So we're trying to adjust everything. I just want to win games because I know there's a long-term project and we are focused on that. But I also know that in the Bug Club you don't have a lot of time and you also have to win games. So I have a clear idea of the responsibility I have here, but I'm trying to manage the team to not have injuries. If we have injuries, it's a massive problem. And trying to win games, and we manage all the players, so I'm not rotating to see the future. I just want to win games and not have injuries. If we have injuries, it's a big problem. He was then mentioned the fans several times and the anxiety. Are you happy with the support you are getting? Do you want anything else from the fans, or does it have to come from the players? He said nothing from the fans. It just comes from us. I cannot say better things about the fans. What I'm trying to say is that the fans is that we understand. I understand as a coach. I understand the moment. I understand the frustration, the disappointment. I understand that we will improve. It will take time. I said the same thing in the press conference after Everton, and people were talking about the top 4. I know it's going to be really tough, but I think it's important for us that in this side to say that the supporters, that we understand. I understand they are incredible. The support we are doing this season, that maybe we cannot see for long years, and we know that the only way to face it is to prepare for the next game that we won. You can say that and then go again and try to win a match. I know it's just from us. The fans need our help, not the other way around. The fans are doing everything right. Listen, the fans are backing Ruben Amorim. We know he's ultimately the long-term manager, and we can see the identity he's starting to instill in his Manchester United career. So I'm not really fussed on what he's trying to say. I think he speaks fantastically well. He's all about the short-term gain, but also the long-term gain as well, what we can do better in the future. He's not going to change the way he plays. His principles need to be instilled slowly, and that's going to take time. And that's ultimately something that he's doing. He said, it's a situation with Marcus in danger of becoming a distraction. He said, no, I don't think so. Not for me, not for the other players, because everybody is there every day during training. So they understand that that is the key point. For the media and the other people that cannot control it, I'm really focused, and they know I'm clear with my message. Everybody in Carrington knows what I'm talking about and what I want from Marcus and everyone else. So he's not a distraction for us. Maybe it's the media, but not his concern. Listen, it's very interesting to see the Rashford situation. Again, he's just making it seem correct. I mean, like any other player, he said, what would you want to see from Marcus? He said, like any other player, the best they can be. If they have a big talent, big performance, big responsibility, big engagement, like push forward everybody. In this moment, some guys have a big responsibility here because they are here for a long time. This is maybe one of the lowest moments in our club, so we have to face it and be strong in this moment. That's what I want from every player in the team. He said, does Marcus want to play? It's your decision, your choice not to play him. He said, yeah, it's my decision. He wants to play, he's trying, it's my decision and only my decision. It looks like he's just not picking him on performance, and also with the things that he said in the interview, does kind of make a lot of sense with his desire to leave. He said, I spoke with a lot of players in the village during training, so I'm trying to do things. I try to do things my way. It's the only way I know. If I don't do that, I will lose myself. I will not lose myself. He said he knows what he's doing. He said about playing games on like Boxing Day, Christmas. He said he just wants to win. I don't really care about Christmas. I just need to win the next match, and that's the only thing. It's very good for the fans, and we adapt. We are privileged, so we can play on Boxing Day to give some happiness to the fans, and we want to win another game. The last question he was then asked, you were now talked about low points. You were 13th in the league. It's not all about you, but Bournemouth obviously have capacity stadium of 30,000. They're now 5th. Why are Manchester United 13th in the Premier League? Real Madrid or Bayern Munich wouldn't be 13th. I mean, it's a bit of a weird question, talking about capacity and correlation to where they are in the league. But it's a difficult question to answer. We know that we have to be normal. I understand that this is a tough moment and it's on me. Since the first day that I arrived, it's on me because I'm responsible for the team. So we cannot think about that. I just have to think about improving to understand the context and not focus on what happened in the past. The present is that we have to do for the future is make this not happen again. If I knew I would solve all the problems of this club, I know what I'm going to do, so that is clear for me. That's why I think I'm feeling not relaxed, but because I'm frustrated, also like the fans. But I know what to do. We have to solve some problems step by step, finding answers for everything. It's a very difficult moment. We understand the fans, and we will fight that. Listen, I'm very, very excited for the game, and I think the way that Amorim speaks, he speaks with a lot of sense and a lot of urgency, and kind of says what the fans are thinking. This press conference is very interesting. He was asked about a lot. And I think the way he came out with it was absolutely fantastic, and the way he left the press conference was elite. He talks with so much confidence, and ultimately he knows what he wants to do. It's all about slowly instilling that day by day. But listen, let me know your thoughts. That has been the press conference reaction. Like, subscribe, and peace.